Hello everyone, I am Dr. Renuka. Welcome you all in this second part where we are going to solve example of final account of banking company. In first part, I have explained you what thing we should be ready with us to solve this example where I have explained you that we should be ready with all the format given as per Banking Regulation Act 1949, and that format is balance sheet, profit and loss account and 16 schedules. In this part, I am directly going to solve the example. Okay, but it's very easy to solve this example with some basic preparation. What is that basic preparation? What is the first step which will help us to solve this example correctly? Let's see. Students, here you can see which example I have taken in my first video. That same example you can see over here, the example for Dena Bank Limited, Pune as on 31st March 2018. You can see over here trial balance as on 31st March 2018. You know how the trial balance is. Trial balance have three columns: particular, debit column and credit column. So we'll directly go to the example part. What we have to do first of all, we should know that if the trial balance is given and the heads are given and the amount has given in debit and credit column, where these heads or where this amount will go. Where means where? Where means in which schedule. Students, we have to segregate these heads to the concerned schedule. We must know that which schedule will go to the, we must know which amount will, which head will go to which concerned schedule. So, we'll start from our first head which is given in the trial balance. Okay, here you can see that equity share capital. Okay, equity share capital, you can see over here that equity share of rupees 100 each, rupees 50 paid up. They have given us paid up capital. Will not right now go to the amounts which they have given to us. Right now we'll just segregate these heads to the concerned schedule. We just segregate these heads to the as per the schedules. So our first head will go to the schedule number 1, that is our capital schedule. Second, profit and loss account. Profit and loss account, you can see the date has given here in bracket, that is this profit and loss account as on 1st April 2017. We'll directly put this as a last year profit brought forward to profit and loss account. Okay, now our third head, that is current deposit account, will go to the schedule number 3, that is our deposit schedule. Then fixed deposit account again will go to the schedule number 3, deposit. Then saving bank account will again go to the schedule number 3, deposit. Directors fees will go to the schedule number 16, operating expenses. Audit fee also will go to the schedule number 16, operating expenses. Furniture, Here also information given for furniture that its original cost rupees 4 lakh will not go to this amount, will just segregate these heads. So the furniture will go to the schedule number 10, that is our fixed asset schedule. Then interest and discount received. Interest and discount received will go to the schedule number 13, interest received schedule. Commission and exchange will go to the schedule number 14, that is our other income schedule. Reserve fund. Reserve fund will go to the schedule number 2, that is our reserves and surplus schedule. Printing and stationery. Printing and stationery also will go to the schedule number 16, that is our operating expenses schedule. Rent and taxes again will go to the schedule number 16, operating expenses. Salary. Salary again will go to the schedule number 16. Building again will go to the schedule number 10, that is our fixed asset schedule. Law charges again will go to the schedule number 16. Then cash in hand. Cash in hand will go to the schedule number 6. Okay. Cash and balance with RBI. Again cash with RBI again will go to the schedule number 6. Then cash with other bank will go to the schedule number 7. Investment at cost will go to the schedule number 8. Then loans, cash credit and overdraft will go to the schedule number 9, that is our advances schedule. Then bills discounted and purchase again will go to the schedule number 9. Then interest paid will go to the schedule number 15, that is our interest expended schedule. Next is what? Next is borrowing from other bank. Borrowing from other bank will go to the schedule number 4, that is our borrowing schedule. Then branch adjustment account. Students, listen carefully that branch adjustment account, if it is given in debit balance, as a debit balance, in trial balance, as a debit rupees, will put that branch adjustment account or that amount into other income. Okay, sorry, as a other income, that is schedule number 11. Sorry, other asset as schedule number 11. But here you can see that amount has given as a credit balance in credit column. This is our credit column and this is our debit column. So the branch adjustment accounts amount has given in the credit column. So we'll write this into schedule number 5. This is our liability. So like this we can segregate all our heads which is given in the trial balance into the particular schedule. We just have to put this amount and to drop it to the particular schedule. After segregating these heads, we'll take into consideration the adjustment given in this example. How many adjustment has given in these examples? Here are 4 adjustments. From that, first adjustment is what? Our first adjustment is provide rupees 6,000 for bad and doubtful debts. This is our, in short, we called it as a RDD adjustment. What is the effect of this adjustment? Friends, you know very well that every adjustment or additional information we put 2 effects. Then we should have to take into consideration which are the 2 effects of RDD. The first effect of RDD will be at profit and loss account under provisions and contingencies. And the second effect will go to the advances. Will go to the advances. That is our schedule number 9. We'll deduct this RDD from the loans given or the advances. Okay. Our second adjustment is for depreciation, which is for building and for furniture. Okay. What will be the two effect for this depreciation adjustment? The first effect will go to the schedule number 10. We'll deduct this depreciation amount which is given for building is 10% and for furniture it is 5%. Okay. So, we'll deduct depreciation amount from that particular fixed asset, but that effect will be shown in schedule number 10, that is our fixed asset schedule, and the second effect will show at schedule number 16, that is operating expenses. Our third adjustment is rebate on bills discounted, that is rupees 22,000. Rebate on bills discounted, that is rupees 22,000. Okay, student, what will be the two effect of this adjustment? The first effect is schedule number 13. At schedule number 13, we'll deduct this amount from interest earned, and the second effect will go to the schedule number 5, that is other liability and provision. Okay. Here you understand the two effect of the third adjustment, schedule number 13 and schedule number 5. Here we just have to write down that value at schedule number 5. Here student, you can see our fourth adjustment is the bank has accepted on behalf of the customers bills worth rupees 6 lakh, means bills for collection amount is 6 lakh rupees against the securities of rupees 7,60,000. Here students, look, though we have to do two effects for every adjustment, here you should take into consideration that this adjustment will have only one effect. The 7,60,000 will write down in schedule number 12 only, and the 6 lakh will be note down as a bills for collection as a footnote of balance sheet, Okay. Up to this, I have explained you the different heads will go to different schedules and the two effect which for the two effect for the adjustment given in the example. With this, I have concluded this video. In next video, we'll directly solve total example and will bring profit or loss and will also tally the balance sheet. Thank you so much.